it's Naka and Dominic.
What's going on? You know what time it is.
Today we're doing a Q&A. These questions that we have made, they're juicy. So
juicy business.
Let's get into it. The first one is it right?
I'm gonna get comfortable a little bit first.
Yeah, put that pillow there, mate.
Okay, let's go.
So, is it right to send nude pics to your online boyfriend who you haven't met physically?
Nudies.
I don't think so. If you haven't met him, I personally wouldn't send. And what are you looking at?
Mental picture nudies.
I personally wouldn't send any just because I don't know. Well, it depends on how long you've been talking to him and stuff like that. But me personally, like if I haven't met anyone, I wouldn't send any nudes. Or if you really want to send some, make sure your face isn't shown.
That's a good point. If
Yeah.
the face is not shown, I mean, it wouldn't be as bad if the photos get leaked. But I mean, if you're almost second guessing it, maybe you don't have as much trust in him as you thought you did. And there's too many freaky stories online of like, I remember like there was one on Netflix of like this Asian Korean, I think, or Chinese or something, that like the bullying that like the guy was like pretending to be someone, like fishing and then getting the pictures and then like blackmailing them. So like, I mean, I don't want to say it's gonna happen, but just be prepared that whatever you send online,
you don't
your
know
phone,
where he's gonna put it.
have it in your head that you would be okay, worst case scenario, that everyone sees it. And like if you're not, then be reserved.
Don't send it.
And yeah, I mean, maybe wait till you see them in person. But like,
give him the reveal.
The other thing too is like, is he asking adamantly about them? And if he is, it's like why?
Freak?
You know what I mean? Or is he sending you some and he just wants some back, like
That's
the thing
true.
reciprocated? But
I don't know.
Yo, these fishes, these catfish, I don't know, man.
I would say like since you haven't met him, I would say no.
I guess you FaceTime him and stuff too, but like yeah, I would kind of wait. Do you have plans of meeting him soon? If you do, then maybe.
Because these online people, you can do some FaceTime enhancement stuff, but so I would say no, wait until you meet him. You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like you say, without the face, and having the mindset that it could, like being okay that it could, worst case scenario, be leaked. You know.
Next one.
What if you break up?
Yeah, then you're screwed. Okay, next question. How do you keep the fire going in your relationship?
You spice it up.
Yeah, how
Turn the fire up.
Make things spicy.
I would say like there's two kind of aspects to the question. Like you could spice things up in your relationship in the area that's not in the bedroom, and then there's a spicing up in the bedroom. If you spice it out of the bedroom in terms of activities and stuff, I would just say like maybe try and go out of your way or do something that you know he really likes or they really like, and that you might not necessarily do on a regular basis. That like it's not something necessarily you like, but you know that your partner will like it. That way it's like something new and he would have never, or they would have never expected you to do that. Or just plan little outings, you know, like little day trips here and there, or like a little evening out, you know, just like anything that you can plan, like a fun little outing, you know, that it'd be nice, that's not the same, it's a little bit something different, you know. And then like in terms of the bedroom,
speaking of bedroom mates, this would be the perfect part where we talk about today's sponsor, which happens to be LELO mates. So we want to thank LELO for sponsoring this portion of the video. For those who don't know, this is the Sila Cruise. And also, speaking of like spicing things out, I would say you can incorporate, like trying new things. Like me and Dominic love trying new things, and I feel like a lot of people aren't comfortable adding new things into their intimacy time. So the Sila Cruise, it's not threatening.
The Sila Cruise, this one is very appealing. It's just very made for beginners and for people who are trying to explore their bodies, right? And especially starting to explore their bodies. So like in the bedroom, it's all about trying new things and trying things that you like and seeing what you like and what you don't like, right?
And I find that a lot of times, you know, like when you've been at work, it's a long day, the Sila Cruise is perfect because sometimes like it's after a long day, you know, when you still want to get things on.
You don't want to put the effort in the bedroom too, because like, sometimes, you know, a lot of times I feel like, especially society today, people are in like a rushing motion, right? Always trying to rush things and do things quick, right? But especially in the bedroom, a lot of things do take time, and you want to take your time and explore things with your partner. slowly steady, like slow and steady wins the race, right? The expression,
yeah, exactly.
that's true too, right? So
And,
like
yeah.
especially like for foreplay, stuff like that.
Exactly. So, which for foreplay and all that stuff, this has, like you said, 3 buttons. Depending on what you like, it's a great tool to kind of like explore your body and your partner's body as well. So, we're gonna have the information and everything linked in the description down below. So, make sure you click that and check it out, mate.
Check it out. Click the link in the description. And like I would just say, in the bedroom is you need to build the momentum, right? So you can kind of lead onto it, you know, like throughout the day. If you have something in mind that you're gonna plan at the evening, you can kind of build the hype, the momentum throughout the day, and get your partner excited. You know, like I mean, Naka's kind of done this sometimes where she gets something planned at night, and then like before when we weren't living together, and then like kind of making me excited for the night.
I do that too now.
Too now, but like what I mean is that when we weren't living together, because then like I won't see you until tonight,
That's
you know.
true.
But now I see you a little bit earlier.
I did
so
little teasers.
Yeah.
So, but that's for the X-rated version. We won't share what I did here. But yeah,
we don't
so
keep that to ourselves.
Exactly. So just another thing is like be open if you want to add toys into the relationship. Yeah, communicate it. Don't be shy. Express yourself, mates. Okay, next question. Just got my first heartbreak. How to get back into the dating scene? Ooh.
Yo, these questions, like we said, very juicy,
Mates,
very juicy.
The first cut is the deepest. You know that song? The first cut is the deepest.
I can't even smile because this sucks. Like,
yo, the first one, man.
The way that I see it, and it's like it happens to everybody. Like, like your heart is whole, right?
Yeah.
And then when it gets broken or smashed, it goes into pieces. But once you go back together, it's like you put glue or tape, and there's still lines in it. It will never be as whole as it once was, which sucks. But
that's what you think.
It can be made whole again throughout
Damn,
time.
Was that deep? Your first heartbreak, man?
And finding the right person to mesh it back together. You know what I mean?
My first heartbreak.
You always get it when you're
deep,
young. You always get it when you're young.
Yeah, that's
but you
true.
never forget your first heartbreak. Some people it doesn't experience it as bad as others. Some experience it worse than others.
My first heartbreak, I learned that he was in jail, and then he was trying to get back at me, like get back to me. He was like, oh, cause he rejected me, right? And then he went to jail, and then he came out of jail, and he's like, oh, you're so hot now. I want to get with you. I was like, ew, get back at me.
Dusty.
I was like, I ain't into that. Gel bait. No thanks.
To heal, you know, I would say take as much time as you need. Focus on yourself. Focus on building yourself. You know, getting back your self-esteem if it was hurt in the process. And like once you are fully ready as a person, then you can kind of slowly immerse yourself into dating scenes and put yourself out there in terms of like going to places to meet people, you know, like doing specific things to meet people and putting yourself in those situations. If you have friends, go with your friends, stuff like that, hang out.
And don't settle.
The heartbreak and all that stuff, key, like stay busy. Like if you stay busy, you'll kind of see that time will go by faster, you will heal faster, and your mind,
on Tinder.
You realize that you don't need them, you know, like once you get through a heartbreak and you focus on yourself, you build yourself, you realize that you're good, you know, and then once you do that and you kind of walk like
There's
this,
a quote, it says the best way to get over someone is to get under someone else.
Yeah, we're not gonna recommend that on this channel, but you can meet people and, you know, without necessarily getting under and doing things that you might regret. But yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, you listen to this man. Don't listen to me, mate. I would lead you in the path of destruction. Last but not least, if I'm in a relationship where the man feels uncomfortable saying I love you, does he really love me?
He could.
Like, why does he feel uncomfortable saying that?
Okay, so you need to understand love languages, right? Some people, they display and receive love differently, right? So like it's possible that his love language, the way that he gives love and expresses his love is not verbally.
Damn, you a therapist, man?
So like see if he expresses, you know, if he does things like kind of maybe like see what kind of way he expresses it, and like if it's by actions or if it's by spending time with you, or like some people they try and buy things and think that like that works, that's just how they do it. So see what type of way he does it. If he doesn't do any, well, that's another story. But if he does just in a different way, and then you have to kind of ask yourself if you're okay with that, because like it might never change.
It's never gonna,
right?
yeah,
Like
never.
you can bring it up and you can kind of talk to him about it, and like, but some people, they just don't say it verbally.
Really?
Like some people aren't like that. Like yeah, like I feel like especially like not to be old school, but I feel like it was a very old, you know, like mentality that like
Back
men,
then,
they don't
yeah.
express it. Like a lot of dads don't even tell their kids that they love them, right? But it doesn't mean they don't love their kids.
Yeah,
right?
growing
So
up, my mom.
it's similar.
Yeah, growing up, my mom never told us she loved us, just because.
But you knew she did.
Yeah, but just because like that's how she was brought up, and like
culture.
yeah, and the culture and stuff. She never said I love you to her mom and dad. They never said that. It wasn't like. And I remember when I was younger, I was like, how come you guys don't say I love you? Nah, 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 nah. And she was like, we just didn't grow up saying that. But now she says it all the time because she's been in Canada for a long time, right? And she's been like, it's in the culture here, like well, back in Canada, well, maybe here too, but to say I love you, and like people are more like expressive now. It's not like taboo to show love to your children anymore. Children aren't. I feel like back then they would have children like as a factory, like you just get married not for love, just to have kids, to keep having kids, the population growing. But now people get married out of love, and then they love their children too. So yeah, which, you know, so I just think it's like you said, maybe he does love you, but maybe he's just not. It's just not like that with him. Like,
and if you need that, then that's when you have to ask yourself, like, if it never changes, what next, you know? But like you could also kind of look into his background, his family and stuff, how the dynamic is between their parents or like, you know, like their kids and stuff like that, their siblings, to see if it's just like the way he was upbringing, like the upbringing, like the way he was raised, or if it's just him specifically, right?
With you.
Oh, and also, like, does he say it to other people? Does he say it to his mom? If he has sisters or his friends? If he doesn't say it to anybody, not you, then,
but
you know,
what if he says I love you to his mom but not her? Is that bad?
Well, then, you know, well, then he expresses it verbally to his mom, so how come he wouldn't express it verbally to you?
Facts.
Right? So there's a lot of things to look into.
Yeah. So that was it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us in these questions. Comment down below your thoughts in the comment section, mates. Let's get a discussion. We love reading your comments. We always try our hardest to like every single comment to let you know that we have read your comment, mates. So get the comments pumping, mates. And thank you for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video.
Smash like button, comment, subscribe.
Toodaloo!
Talk to you soon.
Bye. Me. All right.